Have you ever tried to relax, only to find your mind racing a mile a minute? You're not alone. In fact, studies show that up to 90% of our thoughts are repetitive. That means most of us are stuck on a mental hamster wheel, replaying the same worries over and over. Here's a shocking fact: the average person checks their phone over 96 times a day. This constant connection to the digital world keeps our minds buzzing with distractions. And get this, research from the University of California found that it can take nearly 25 minutes to refocus after a single interruption. That's a huge amount of time lost to racing thoughts. But why does this happen? Why can't we quiet our minds? In this video, we'll explore the root causes of your racing thoughts, including stress, technology, and even biology. You'll discover simple yet effective strategies to calm your mind and regain control. So, if you're ready to break free from the noise in your head and find some peace, stick around. Your journey to mindfulness starts here. Chapter 1: The Root Cause. Why your mind is always in overdrive. Do you ever feel like your brain is on a never-ending treadmill? It's exhausting. But here's the thing, you're not alone. Studies show that the average person has around 6,000 thoughts per day. That's a lot of mental noise. But why does it feel like our minds are stuck on fast forward? It all comes down to how we live. Technology is a big factor. We're constantly bombarded with information, texts, notifications, social media updates. All of this overstimulation pushes our brain into overdrive. Psychologist Gloria Mark found that it takes an average of 23 minutes to regain focus after a distraction. That's why a single notification can derail your entire day. But it's not just technology. Chronic stress also plays a massive role. When you're stressed, your brain goes into survival mode. This activates the amygdala, the part of your brain responsible for fear and anxiety. It's like your brain thinks there's a tiger chasing you, even when it's just an email. Interestingly, some researchers believe that our overthinking might be wired into us. A Harvard study found that people's minds are wandering nearly 47% of the time. It's part of our evolution. Our ancestors needed to stay alert for dangers. But in today's world, it just leaves us feeling overwhelmed. Chapter 2: The Art of Doing Nothing. Reclaiming mental space. When was the last time you just did nothing? I'm not talking about watching Netflix or scrolling through your phone. I mean really doing nothing. It sounds simple, but it's harder than you think. We've been trained to associate doing nothing with being lazy. But research shows that periods of rest are essential for a healthy mind. In fact, a study from the University of Southern California found that daydreaming can activate important parts of the brain involved in problem solving and creativity. This is why you often have your best ideas in the shower or while staring out the window. So, how do we get back to that? One strategy is scheduling do-nothing time into your day. Think of it as mental decluttering. Just 10 minutes of mindful sitting, no phone, no distractions, can help your brain reset. You might be surprised by how refreshed you feel. Another effective technique is single tasking. In a world obsessed with multitasking, this is a game changer. Instead of juggling 5 things at once, focus on doing one thing slowly and mindfully. It could be drinking your coffee, going for a walk, or even brushing your teeth. Psychologist Dr. Ellen Langer calls this mindful awareness, and she believes it can drastically reduce anxiety and help calm a racing mind. Chapter 3: Emotional Detox. Clearing out mental clutter. Your mind isn't just overworked, it's also holding onto a lot of emotional baggage. This can be one of the biggest reasons your thoughts keep racing. Think about it. How often do you lie in bed replaying arguments or worrying about the future? These unresolved emotions create mental clutter that makes it hard to focus or relax. One strategy to combat this is emotional journaling. This isn't your typical Dear Diary stuff. It's about dumping out everything you're holding onto, frustrations, worries, even joys, onto paper. A study by the University of Texas showed that people who journaled about their emotions for just 15 minutes a day had better mental health and were more likely to find solutions to their problems. Another unique method is breathwork. Specific breathing techniques, like the 4-7-8 method, inhale for 4 seconds, hold for 7, exhale for 8, can help regulate your nervous system. When you're anxious or upset, your breathing becomes shallow, which can send your brain into panic mode. Breathwork interrupts this cycle, helping you clear out emotional stress and calm your mind. You can also try somatic exercises, which focus on physically releasing pent-up emotions. It sounds a little woo-woo, but research from Columbia University shows that physical movement can release stored trauma from the body. Even something as simple as shaking out your arms and legs can release tension and reset your mind. By dealing with your emotions head-on, you're not just clearing out mental clutter. You're creating space for your mind to breathe and find peace. If you're finding this information helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Join us on this journey to discover more strategies for mindfulness. Chapter 4: Brain Gym. Unconventional mental exercises to quiet the noise. Just like your body needs a workout, your mind does too. But instead of lifting weights, we're talking about exercises that strengthen your mental focus and calm your racing thoughts. The good news? These exercises don't require fancy equipment. You can do them anywhere, and they take just a few minutes. One powerful technique is sensory awareness training. Here's how it works. Choose one of your 5 senses: sight, sound, touch, taste, or smell, and focus on it completely for a few minutes. If you're outside, focus on the sound of birds or the feel of the breeze. If you're at home, pay attention to the texture of your clothes or the taste of your coffee. This practice brings you back to the present moment and quiets the mental chatter. Research has shown that sensory grounding exercises can significantly reduce anxiety and stress. Another interesting exercise is object meditation. It sounds fancy, but it's simple. Pick a random object in front of you, maybe your phone, a pen, or even a cup. Focus on every detail for a few minutes. What color is it? How does it feel in your hand? What is its shape? By zooming in on these small details, you train your brain to slow down and focus. You can also try word repetition, a strategy similar to chanting but with any word or phrase you like. Choose a word that makes you feel calm, like peace or calm, and repeat it softly or in your mind for a few minutes. Studies show that this kind of repetition can trigger a relaxation response, lowering heart rates and stress levels. In his book The Relaxation Response, Dr. Herbert Benson mentions how this simple method can help break the cycle of racing thoughts. These brain exercises might seem small, but they have a big impact. Just like a daily workout keeps your body fit, these mental exercises help keep your mind sharp and calm. Chapter 5: Rewire your mind, neuroplasticity and mental reset. Did you know that you can actually change how your brain works? It's true. Thanks to neuroplasticity, your brain can form new connections and rewire itself based on your experiences and habits. This means you're not stuck with a racing mind forever. You can train your brain to be calmer and more focused. One way to do this is through habit stacking, a technique made famous by James Clear in Atomic Habits. Here's how it works. You pair a new mindfulness habit with something you already do every day. For example, while brushing your teeth, take that time to focus on your breath. Or, while waiting for your morning coffee to brew, do a quick body scan to check in with how you're feeling. These small moments of mindfulness may seem insignificant, but over time, they help create new neural pathways that make calmness your brain's default setting. Music can also play a role in rewiring your brain. Research from Stanford University shows that certain types of music, like classical or ambient sounds, can synchronize with your brainwaves and help you relax. There are even specific frequencies, like binaural beats, that are believed to promote mental clarity and reduce anxiety. Just 10 minutes a day of listening to these frequencies can shift your brain into a more peaceful state. Another effective strategy is using visualization techniques. Olympic athletes often use this method to boost their performance, and it works just as well for calming the mind. Spend a few minutes each day visualizing yourself in a peaceful setting, a beach, a forest, or wherever you feel most relaxed. As you focus on these peaceful images, your brain begins to form new connections associated with calmness and relaxation. Through neuroplasticity, you're not just managing stress, you're retraining your brain for peace. Thank you for joining us on this journey to discover how to quiet your mind. If you found these insights helpful, please subscribe for more tips and techniques on achieving mindfulness. Together, we can create a calmer, more focused life.